What's up, superstars? On today's video, we're gonna be trying something new that we've never done before on a hat, and that's a black knockout effect. The black knockout effect is great on tees because it makes it lightweight by not having such a solid graphic. However, non-solid transfers are not as important on a hat, but we wanted to try the black knockout effect with halftones just to see if we could take advantage of the halftones effect. Now, the funny thing is, as we were searching for some inspiration on popular trucker hats with graphics, one of the surprisingly popular graphics is a cock hat. When I say cock, I mean male chicken or rooster. So we took that concept and ran it into MidJourney AI with some flame prompts, and this is what we got. So follow along as we perform some artwork magic and turn this into a hat. Watch till the end because we're also going to be pressing this onto a hat, and let us know if we killed it or not.
Hi guys, we're back with another video, and in this one we're creating a halftone design for a hat. Let's see what we have here. This artwork is the one we'll be working on, but the image quality isn't great, though it looks cool. The glow effect is a bit complex for DTF printing, so let's aim to get it right. Since I'm not entirely satisfied with the artwork's quality, I'm going to upscale it using our free Upscale tool. You can download this tool, the link will be in the description below. Once you upload the image, simply drag it and then press Upscale. The default settings for the upscale are perfectly fine. They work pretty well. There's no need to change anything. As you can see, there's an immediate difference. The image has become much more vibrant and the white grain has disappeared, making it more contrasty. Now let's drag the new file in here, and yeah, it looks very decent. I'll be working on this one. Let's make a copy by pressing Ctrl J and hide the old layer. The one below is our backup, so in case we want to try something different or if we mess up, we always have the original file. Then right here, I'm going to press Ctrl Alt I to change the size of the image, aiming for 15 by 15 inches at 300 resolution. Note that the resolution is crucial for maintaining high quality and preventing pixelation, even if we downscale it. Next, I want to lighten the glow since it's not very bright around the chicken. I'll create a new layer here and select the brush tool. Let's pick a color similar to the fire's hues, maybe something like this. Now press B to select the brush tool, then right-click to ensure we're using a soft brush. Let's click here to select it. It might look odd at the moment, but let's wait until we're finished. Now that it's done, let's change the blending mode for this layer to color dodge. And as you can see, it immediately gives a glowing effect. However, we still want to do some cleaning up. That doesn't look good. Okay, it still seems like the background glow isn't quite right. Let's create another layer, maybe something like this. Change its blend mode to soft light, then right-click again and choose blending options. Next, we'll adjust both the black and white areas. Okay, now that it's done, I want to try applying some curves and see if it makes a difference. Maybe something like this looks pretty good. So for the curves adjustment in the first part, it's really a case-by-case basis for each artwork. I can't give you specific values. We'll have to try it out and see what works best. I'm very satisfied with the outcome. It looks like it's really standing out. Let's create a group here by selecting everything, then press Ctrl G and name it accordingly. Next, let's make another copy by pressing Ctrl J and hide the old one. Now we have two backups. One is the edited version and the other is the original. Next, I want to press Ctrl E to rasterize the layer, merging everything into a flat layer, then duplicate it by right-clicking, selecting Duplicate, and setting the destination to New Document. In this new document, go to Image, Mode, and convert it to grayscale. So what we want to do next is ensure that we retain many of the details. The white areas will be preserved, while the black areas will be knocked out and the gray areas will be half-toned. So something like adjusting these levels might work. Once you're satisfied with that, go to Mode. Bitmap, flatten layers and press OK. Set the output to 300 dpi, choose halftone screen as the method, and press OK again. For the frequency, let's try maybe 32 and set the angle to 22. I've made some adjustments to improve clarity and structure. If the context or specific technical terms need further refinement, feel free to let me know. So the value usually ranges from 30 to 35, which is the most average one. The halftones are pretty decent in size. It will look like this. Overall, it looks pretty good. Now, if you're satisfied with how the halftones turned out, which in this case I am, I'm going to press Control A to select everything, then Control C to copy. Next, let's go back to our original document and create a layer mask right here. Press Alt and left click on the layer mask thumbnail to select it. It will appear all white initially, but don't worry, we're going to paste our black layer, the halftone one, right here by pressing Control V. It doesn't matter if this layer is locked, it will still be copied and pasted. So once you're done, just enable the visibility again and it will look like this. Then let's try adding some background so it actually looks like this, which is pretty decent. Now let's save this. Without the black background, of course, and that's it.
Let's get on to putting this on a gang sheet builder. First, what you're gonna do is go to Transfer Superstars. You can just look that up on Google. We're the first to pick. Then we're gonna go on to Online Gang Sheet Builder. When you go to Online Gang Sheet Builder, you're gonna go to DTF Transfer Online Gang Sheet Builder for clothing. Then we're gonna do the 22 by 12 and build your DTF gang sheet. After that, it's gonna be starting a brand new gang sheet. I don't know if you saw in the back, but I did definitely practice this. What we're gonna do is after we're gonna get our image. And once it's done downloading, give it a second. I'm gonna click it once, and then we're gonna size this to 3 inches. And then we're gonna duplicate it about 6 times. After that, we are going to duplicate these 6 about twice. So we're gonna get about 18 of these graphics, and we're gonna save and send it to a printer. The gang sheet is complete and ready, but just before we get started, I do want to let you guys know if you guys need a new DTF provider or your existing one isn't good enough, click the link down below. We are experts in making personalized DTF transfers for apparel and UV stickers for a variety of surfaces. Our strengths including providing excellent quality by having durable prints that will never peel, 2-day turnaround, a wide selection of vivid colors so we could definitely color match, and trusted surfaces because we would never let you print something that didn't come out the way you wanted it. We will communicate with you and guide you to solutions, whether you want to do it yourself or you allow us to take care of the problem. Your graphics will always come out perfect with us. If not, we'll make it perfect. All right, let's get on to the print. All right, taking a look at it, it came out well. The blackout came out great. I could definitely still see it's a rooster, but it came out good. Even some of the halftones. To be honest, for it being this small, I wasn't expecting it to be this good. All of them came out great. All right, sweet. All right, let's talk about what we're pressing it on. We're gonna keep things easy and utilize the Vevor hat press, which is the newest inexpensive hat press that we've been testing. If you haven't seen the unboxing video, click the link down below. We're gonna also be using the FlexFit 5511 UP for the hat. This trucker hat is a uni panel, so since there is a sturdy uni panel up front, no need to fiddle with any seams in the middle. I truly enjoy this for DTF. All right, well, let's get on to the press. All right, we're gonna go on with the press. I did already previously cut this out to make one little piece. We are going to get this aligned, and we got some heat resistant tape right here so we could properly align this. First, what we're gonna do is get our hat in here. And with hats, you're really just gonna try to eyeball it. I want to get it more towards the middle as possible. I'm using that middle point of where the uni
panel is, the part of the graphic of the design. We're not going to be giving this away or selling this, so I know it really doesn't matter for me to align it or not, but I do want to make sure I align it at least properly. All right. And it's going to be a 7-second press for 300 degrees. Okay. I'm going to let it cool. Even though you can already see it's already coming up. Just want to make sure it's completely cooled down. We do have a lot of fine details in here, and I want to make sure that everything gets on here. I could already tell that this top area, I knew that wasn't going to get on there because it was just a speck and it's hard to get that glue on that. Just going to grab the tape first, peel off for where they're already having that section. So you can see that not a lot of it has still gotten out, but we are going to flip this real quick and then press it one more time. So on with the second press, and this one we are going to use this sheet. Actually completely forgot. All right, let's check it out. All right, taking a look at it, it came out well. The halftones did do a little bit of a glow effect when it was supposed to be more of a fade, but it still did really, really well because the farther you back up, regardless, it looks really nice.
Thank you for listening in. We would like to express our gratitude to FlexHat for providing the hats that allowed us to carry out this presentation. If you are in need of any hats, particularly Unipanel, please check them out since they have a wide variety. A link is provided in the description below. There you guys have it. We showed you guys how it's possible to do a black knockout / halftone effects for a hat design. What do you guys think of the results? Would you guys buy this? We also showed you how easy it is to upload and use our Gang Sheet Builder Pro. So if you guys have been on the fence about ordering DTF because you don't know how to build a gang sheet, wait no longer. It's easier than ever. Please sure to hit that like button and subscribe.